Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I am here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thanks so much for tuning in. On our last episode, we took our hero here, Glee Contessa, as we continue our massive walkthrough of World of Warcraft Classic. She had the interesting, not unique, but the rare task where we took her from Booty Bay through part of the Barrens, really the river that separates, I think it's called the South Fury River, that separates Durotar and the Barrens, and then into Durotar to complete the only neutral quests in a starting zone, which are in Durotar. We then ran her up right past Orgrimmar where she died, into the dangerous border between Ashenvale. Here, we'll jump in. So stay a while and listen to me continue to explain what we did. Because we got all the time in the world to explain, because the journey continues. But we continued up that borderland and then into Ajara, because it is oh so crucial that you get this flight path by Jaredinus, which is, I can't remember the name of the little camp, but it is the probably single most essential. Well, I guess they're all equally important, but without it, I'll show you on this.
Where would you like to
Without
fly to?
this connecting point, for some reason it doesn't. Well, I guess it makes sense. You as an alliance, you basically can't travel through this band in the middle, because this is Orgrimmar, Thunder Bluff, the crossroads. So the only way is to travel around, and you have to have that point of contact. Until later on, much later in the game, I guess you could maybe come down and get some Deathless and Stone Talon Mountains. But it's a very, very... We will be... Probably for half of our journey, we'll be flying through that anytime we come to Kalimdor. And then we came back. We navigated the Orc territory. We navigated through the neutral territory and made it to Astranaar. So our end game here is to get this character into Teldrassil. So as we walk, let's go ahead and play with the spreadsheet. A pinchy poo. Because that's our next big area. So we have done the Durotar, and now we're working on Teldrassil. So Teldrassil is going to be the next part of our major walkthrough. And that's fine, right? Let's make sure I'm not walking off. Ashenvale can be a little bit annoying about the curvature, especially this part, because there's a lot of elevation changes. And as you see, there's like a hairpin turn, so... I do this a lot when I'm playing on my own, multitasking, because I don't typically listen to podcasts and music and things when I play. Not that I dislike it, it's just, I usually like to immerse myself in the game, but so if I'm doing something, for all intents and purposes, boring, like this, where you're just walking for a way long time, then, it can be nice to do this. Eventually we will get this Pursuit of Justice. That's going to be nice, because it will end up giving... See, it's a movement speed buff by 4, and I think if you do it twice, it's at 8%. You can feel it. Just all the time passive 8%. It does say it doesn't stack with any other movement speed boosting effects, so... well. When we level up, or next time we level up, we are going to need to move off, I believe, over to improve Blessing and Might, but we can go ahead and check that too in just a minute. Let's finish our task here, so go ahead and paste that there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and this probably should be spread a little bit. All right, it's not called a threat within. We'll have to get our own first quest whenever we get there. But now we have that all set up and ready to go. The one other thing I really wanted to check as we continue our run. So we just made it through Ashenvale. This is the sort of easy part of Ashenvale. You can feel safe. The Horde has to make their way all the way up to here. It can be a little annoying. And especially if you're doing the Barrens, there's actually... See, we'll be coming here as well, because there are some that aren't even popping up. There's actually a decent collection of neutral quests because of Ratchet and some of these other... That's Wailing Caverns, but some of these other side ones when we get to the Barrens, which is where I am on my ultimate playthrough, like my dry run, I'm almost done with the Barrens. But there will be some time that we need our alliance to complete it as well before they go run Wailing Caverns and then Shadowfang Keep, because that's how I've decided to run it, to complete all of the Barrens, even though it's going to be a bit of a stretch. It will be a little hard for some of the quests, but I wanted to do that rather than breaking it off. The same kind of sort of thing is going to happen when we do Stranglethorn Vale, where basically all the beginning stuff, unlike what we did on the other show, all of the beginning quests in Stranglethorn Vale are going to be so easy and boring, and the end quests will not. We are actually probably going to be able to... Look, that's a level 20, though. It's a little dangerous. We're probably going to be able to start Teldrassil today. It's not going to take us an hour to finish this journey. So we finished Asheville. The long part is coming up right now, where we have to walk all the way up Darkshore until we get to whatever that little town is, Aberdeen or whatever is up there. I do not like this zone's annoying too, mostly because of the Tower of Alphalex quest line at the end. Ugh. It's annoying. But we have room to grow. We're still just low. We're lowbies, level 13. Right, we just discovered the Twilight Vale, as we are now officially in Darkshore. Hooray. The Twilight Vale specifically. Alright, so let's go ahead as we walk this long, boring path. The mobs are lower, so now this is we're actually now finally back in a level appropriate zone. The Barrens was too. The Barrens is just kind of weird, but yeah, we're at the bottom of it where things are level 18 and could whoop our butt. Alright, so let's look up classic. Oh, my GM binder finally fixed itself. Thank goodness. I'm so happy about that. It was seriously causing me sadness, and my group finished all of the content that I was on last time. I was a little bit, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to get to, we're going to have to see how this all plays out with this new role. Today's the calm. Today's the calm before the storm. Tomorrow's the big show. Today I'm going to take all of the pieces of the portfolio, I guess you would call it, or a packet. I've all got it all produced. I just need to bind it. I'm waiting on that to come by Amazon. I couldn't get it from the store. My favorite suit store was closed, so I'm just going to wear one of my old suits. And I got a new shirt at least. And man, I have not gone clothes shopping like myself. My wife usually does a lot of it in a while, and things are expensive right now. I will tell you that. I will say that the proportion of away. I stunned him. I don't want to fight a level 17 for no reason. Even just like dinner and stuff. I did take the family out to dinner. So my 4 kids and my wife, and 3 of them are adults. So we had, there were some beverages to be had and stuff. But even that was really expensive. It was. I went to my favorite sushi place, which is like a high-end sushi, and it's so good. Love it. But my little 13-year-old son he's funny. He's getting full teenage. Full teenage is upon me. All right, so we have halfway there. I would say once you pass this kind of bridge, this water area, which I believe there was a bridge there, this is where I think there's like a maelstrom or something like that after Cataclysm. I actually do look forward to doing all of these things. I don't hate playing in retail. There's just... Retail just pops off so fast. You do one set, and boom, you're max level. Or you're at the cap of the whatever before Chromie time ends, and you have these different little where you have to talk to Midori or whatever her name is, and switch the timetables around, like the timelines around, and because things have changed so much, especially in certain specific zones, like they really need to cut it out on that in going into the game in ripping apart zones if they're not going to provide alternate servers to play them. Now, I know a lot of other games do that. It's just this is a 20-year-old game. This is an institution, and it's a hard sell, in my opinion, to never be able to do it. I guess, I don't know. I'm not in those meetings figuring out the cost, but yeah, I just it's why private server. It's one, well, not why, but it's the only reason why private servers even appeal to me at all, is the concept of playing on that. But all right, we are almost there. And that's not, I mean, this altogether has taken us less than 15 minutes, and we are basically about to, we can take a boat or a plane. Since we have to get the flight path, I'm going to take the plane. I guess it's not a plane, it's a bird. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Yeah, so that is, I think we're going to, so we'll end up calling this episode, what, Teldrassil Part 1? Let me close my... Let me get my notebook out. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was doing things. I was making some stats. Ooh. I look away for 1 second and I'm running into a tree. My wife hates it when we're playing together and she's like following me. I do that crap all the time because I still, anytime, I'm multitasking. Yes, Teldrassil. So this is going to be called Teldrassil. So this episode will be called Teldrassil Part 1, even though we're spending the first quarter of it plus first third of it traveling to whatever the first little valley, whatever that little part's called. I can't remember what that's called. Aberdeen, we've done it. We have connected. So now we have officially connected ourselves all the way up to basically the Night Elf capital in one way. The Booty Bay Ratchet way. The other way, which we will still have to do, is the from Ironforge, Lochlandan Wetlands way. So Night Elves, I think, almost get this flight path for free. I'm not sure. Turn this Minotaur.
Ishnu, the hippogriff is a noble beast.
Oh, we can't.
Proud and swift. They are an honor to train and can quickly take their rider a great distance.
Alright, so we have to take the boat, I guess, no question. No if, ands, or buts. We could probably fish here, though. Our fishing is 55. Well, we're 2 levels behind on fishing. We need to be 65. Unacceptable. We'll fish a little bit right now, but we can fish off the pier. I can't believe we did that. I know we didn't. Once we leveled up, we didn't fish last time when we were in Durotar. So that's part of what we need to do, too. That's okay. I think the north takes us to... I don't remember. I think we asked this guy, and he'll tell you which one does what.
On the northern dock, you can board a ship that will carry you to Ruththeron village and Darnassus. From the southern dock, you can find passage across the Great Sea to Menethil Harbor on Kaz Modan. Safe journeys to you.
Thank you, sir. Alright, so we'll do a little fishing. We need 10 points of fishing. Right as the boat gets here, you've got to be kidding me. It's okay. We'll get this one cast at least. And then we'll do the other fishing on the other side when we land. Cool. Okay, we're up to 56. We need to be 65. I'll fish off the side of this bad boy. While we're waiting for it to go, I could probably get 1 to 2 more casts while we wait on the boat to leave. Oh, stop that. Old Glee Contessa. Fishing on a boat. Actually, I like fishing on a boat. That'd be fun. Some of these things, I mean, we're not going to get anything good here, but I shouldn't even worry about the fishing for her because we're going to easily hit fishing 150 when we get to Darkshore. It's just going to happen. You have to fish so much, but let's say we live in a perfect world and our fishing is not going to take us that long. Then we might get lucky. Okay, that's cool. We got 3 points of fishing, so we're almost at least. Oh, bye, fish. Wonder what happens. I wonder if it'll let us like stay. How long will the fishing thing go? Nope, it broke. Okay, so we're now taking the boat over. I wonder if it like if it must fade out. As I say, I wonder if it fades out to like the Veiled Sea, or if it takes us right over there. We'll find out. Still have 7 more points we need to get. I like Lee Contessa. She's kind of grown on me. I guess I ended up picking 2 females now that I think about it. I should probably done a female and a male, but I like it. I don't even know why I did that. That was an unnecessary risk. I wonder what would have happened. I mean, I know what would have happened. I would have had to just swam my butt back there. All right, so now I'm in Teldrassil, out in the Veiled Sea. So we're technically not on the map yet, but you can see it. See the shore. We're still in the dead zone. We probably would have died from fatigue. All right, there's the... We're now pulling up to the giant tree island. Way up there. Okay. So let's offload and then figure out what our... I want to go somewhere where I can not have the stuff flying in my face. Alright, so we got to make sure we pick up that flight path right there too. I thought the flight was free. It might still be free, but maybe I guess if you're not a night elf, you don't get it automatically. Okay. And we can cook these things too, so that'll be good. Remember, we're trying to get to 50 still. But we've got, okay, so now we're at 60. So 5 more points and then we'll be good to go. Just fishing up, so yeah, the fishing success rate will be easier here in Teldrassil than it was in Darkshore because this is a level 1 zone, so we should get that 100% success rate. And it also seems like we're still getting the point every time. Now, how does that work? Okay, we do need to spend the money to learn journeyman fishing. That's we should be able to do that though, even around whatever this place is called. I forgot. That's not Aberdeen. I can't remember what the name of that little place is. So many little towns to remember. Oh, I just made sure to turn my mining on. Okay. Well, I did die. It actually probably needed to be on. I probably did have it off. So happy little accidents. Okay, we're back in business. We've caught up our fishing. Wasn't too painful. All right, so here we can check this part of town out, but this is kind of like not where we should be right now. So, look, fishing supplies.
Elune, the fish off the coast of Teldrassil,
We have that
are quite
one already.
large and robust. Rumors say it is the speedy growth of our new world tree that is the cause.
I'm gonna buy this rainbow fin albacore recipe too, so I just spent 4 silver on that. She's not a fishing trainer though. We're gonna go over here and get this flight path. Looks like... Where is the flight person? There they are. I was just saying, we did not have it, so... So in case something happens, I wonder if there is a paladin trainer.
In our link to the mainland, we have hippogriffs constantly flying between Rutheran Village and Darkshore.
I wonder if there's a paladin trainer in... let's talk to a sentinel and find out. Because that could be a small wrinkle of suckiness for us that we will have to wait a really long time to come back here.
Hello. Of all the wondrous places
No,
within
not profession.
Darnassus, which would you have me direct you to?
There is
Here
no
among
paladin
the
trainer out
craftsmen
here.
of Darnassus,
So-
there is a millennium of knowledge for the benefit of your chosen craft. Now tell me, which craft do you find the most intriguing?
So that means
Here in Darnassus, you will find skilled trainers who have perfected the skills of their chosen class through ages of training and dedication. I will guide you to one who can become your mentor. You have but to name your chosen path.
well, I did name my chosen path, and you did not help me out. So you're a liar. There's a fishing trainer somewhere right around here. We might as well spend our money because it's going to be a pain in the butt to get. I mean, it's not. Now it won't be like the end of the world. It will just be a very long flight to come back here. So let's just talk to them.
I can teach you fishing skills.
Yeah, do it. All right, 5 more silver. So we might as well just focus on our professions and just not worry about like any of the other side things when we're about here, because if we have no, it's gonna I think we can probably fly, but it's gonna be somewhere around 18 silver to fly back here if we hearth back to Stormwind. So, and we'll come explore Darnassus a little bit later. Where's the cooking? Right here, right? I just want to, buy, there's the auctioneer. Auctioneer. I got myself turned around because I don't normally come in this way. Oh, it might be, it's up there in the craftsman's terrace, I believe, actually. Bags, general goods, weapons. I wonder if we can, you know what, let's find a little weapon master. Do that. Let's talk to a guard and find, where's the weapon master at? Let's spend our money on that too, why not? I'm just gotta find someone that can tell us where it's at. Fletcher, thrown weapons. Paladins don't really have a huge, like, kit for that. Hello? Where are you? Bow merchant, thrown weapons merchant. Where are the stupid sentinels? Cloth armor, two-handed weapons. I just see a dude up there. Sentinel bunkhouse? Maybe it's up there? I don't know. Shields, mail armor. Maybe in the Sentinel bunkhouse they can teach us? I wish we could talk to an actual Sentinel. Help us. Shield merchant. There's not even a Sentinel in the Sentinel bunkhouse. You all suck. This is one thing I wish there was more of in the game. It's like the actual guards and stuff. I feel like half the time when I want one, I can't find one. And that's different. In retail, they're everywhere. What the heck, sees? What was this town just like marauded? Actually, I think it's like in the... I do not think I'm going the right way. I think it's somewhere up here. On the... Probably by the Warriors Terrace. That would make sense. Look at these wisps. I guess that means they're dead? I don't know. But we have enough silver right now to purchase... In this session, we've earned nothing and spent 0, so we have silver. 9 silver, so we have a 9 silver deficit. I like that calculation. Thanks. There's a warrior trainer. Thought it was Sentinel. Sentinel. Alright, tell me where the weapon master's at. I want to know what kind of weapons I can learn.
Of all the wondrous places within Darnassus, which would you have me direct you to?
Because now I'm like,
Through
okay, I'm just going to spend my silver on
Illyrian
everything
Moonfire
else.
has mastered numerous weapons and now offers to train others in their use.
Well, do it. Train
You
me.
can find her at the Warriors Terrace if you desire training.
Well, there are
The
no
which I
night elf
fight is
weapons
not
that I
something
can
can
learn.
teach you, but I can teach you the use of various weapons.
Thanks. Should we smelt while we're here? Sure. Let's get some smelting going on. Night elves are not, known for their smelting, but... Let's look up those other couple things while we smelt. So first of all, I do need... It says the default versus the hit capped. They're about the same. Only small difference is a hit capped moves off of this to maximize this area. I kind of like treating it as though I'm hit capped. So that means I will need the full 5 points eventually. So what's the main difference? I would need the full 5 points. I would lose the heroic strike and the defense, but I would gain basically the consecration. The 2 points here and 1 extra point over there, which I like that. So I would gain. Look at us. I would gain this. Your flash of light and holy light spells, not a chance to lose, which I like. And I would gain much more often use of lay on hands, which I also like. So we're gonna do that. Let's see, is there a blacksmith trainer right here? And let's look at our other blacksmith quests. So when we look at the quest database for professions, that's in Ironforge, but we need the supplying the front quest. So we'll check that out as well. Okay, so for this quest, we will need 6 copper axes and 6 copper chain belts. I do not remember how many of each we have made already. We'd have to go back to the bank for that. Might as well, while we're here, while we're doing a full transition trade. I kind of want to go over to the cooking as well. We have a little bit of time. I mean, once we get to this land, we'll blast through this pretty fast. It might actually be better, just for fun's sake, not to start it. We might just call this like a traveling episode number 2. Now that I'm thinking about it, rather than just getting like a piece of quests in, it might be better. All right, so in the bank, I have 6 copper axes built already. Fantastic. So I just need 6 copper chain belts. And am I wearing a copper chain belt? I am, but we can still make 6 more. So if I need the copper chain belt, I can make 4 right now. So then I would just need 2 more. So that's really good. And really, possibly 1 more if I can find another belt. So that's cool. So I don't know if there was an anvil over there. Well, whatever, we'll go. But we can at least make these 4 copper chain belts and stash them. And then that quest is ready to go. And then I can start looking forward to the next quest in the chain, which is called Gearing Redridge, also an Ironforge quest. That's all Horde. And then we don't have to worry until we get to the Old Ways, which is the level 40, 200 blacksmithing quest line. So then, as an alliance, we'll be with Horde. You can pretty much just quest your way out to the end. This is where you can learn some lightsaber riding. Cenarian Enclave here. That's cool. But we need. I wish these guys would tell us where to go, but maybe they can't talk. We need cooking, and we also need to. There's cooking right there. I want to cook up our stuff. We're at 8. We're so close. So we'll go ahead and cook. Yeah, and I'm just not gonna sweat it. We're just gonna learn or do everything that we can do, and we're gonna spend up our money. And even though we're probably gonna hit 14, we're gonna finish this zone before we'll just finish the whole dang zone before we level up. So we might be 15, maybe even 16 by the time we get new powers. Okay, we're at 47. Right, and I don't think I have anything in my bag. Yeah, those require 50. Okay, what about the cooking supplier?
Foods are of the highest
No.
quality. Cooking is a lifelong pursuit, and I see we share the same passion.
Oh no, I'm not even at 50 yet. Okay, so we're good on that.
Feel free to browse.
That's raw. I can sell that. Now this Scorpion Stinger, let's see where we get what we get with that. I know we have that recipe. I have that recipe with a Horde character. It is a reagent for Scorpion Surprise. Scorpion Surprise is taught by a recipe for Scorpion Surprise. And you get that either by yeah, so this is a Horde only item. Sure, so we could also potentially buy it on the black market, but that's not anything that's a high priority for me right now. So we can sell those Scorpion Stingers is what I'm getting at. Okay. Alright, so now we need to find like a blacksmith an area. What about first aid? How's our first aid doing? I mean, we can go ahead and spend some money here. Why not? Yeah.
I can train you in first aid
Sure,
techniques.
journeyman first aid. Learn me that. So now we will get to have that to continue going. And we're getting broker and broker, but that's okay. Alchemy, Argent Dawn, enchanting. Okay. So we've done our fishing, we've done our first aid, we've done as much cooking as we can, so we're making good progress. What is that quest? Oh, donation of wool. So we're looking for like a blacksmithy. And there's a general trade. I guess we can take a peek in the general trade market. But tailoring, leatherworking, the inn. We do not want to change our Hearthstone. We want to keep it locked to Stormwind. This is a very inconvenient place to hearth to. You sell anything good, buddy? Well, formula for enchanting bracers of deflection. Costs 55 silver. So that's not something we're interested in, nor is it something we could afford anytime soon. Alright, so I wonder if they have to have the blacksmith going on in these stone structures here. And that's probably why that forge was over there. So once we do this, we'll kind of hammer out with the card.
Of all the wondrous places
Question?
within Darnassus, which would you have?
They don't have a blacksmithing or mining
Here
person
among the
here.
craftsmen of Darnassus, there
Are
is
you
a millennium of
kidding me?
knowledge for the benefit of your chosen craft. Now tell me, which craft do you find the most intriguing?
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Alright, do they at least have an anvil somewhere? Warsong Gulch, Warrior. So, this is a really tough place for our girl. I see a forge. There's not even an anvil? What's our belly? Weapon merchant. Thinking, kidding me. I need that copper chain belt. But there's no anvil. Cray. Alright, wow. What about engineering? Let's find an engineer. I wonder if was there no engineering trainer either? I can't believe that. They don't even have any mining
of all the
going
wondrous
on here.
places within Darnassus, which
Yeah,
would you have me
no mining or engineering either. Okay.
Here among the craftsmen of Darnassus,
Weird.
there is a millennium
there's a big
of
Ancient of
knowledge
War
for
there.
the benefit of your chosen craft.
Okay, so
Now
here you
tell
have
me, which craft do you find the most
an
intriguing?
owl trainer. What?
My goods are of
So
the
you can buy
highest
owls
quality.
here. Little baby pet
Only
owls like
stars
that
guide
for
you.
50
Peace
silver.
be with you.
I've never noticed that.
Going
Drinks if you wanted to.
I
A general
it's my
goods
honor to
vendor?
provide for adventurers.
In case you want
They
to buy
are
some
heroes in
arrows
the
and
making.
stuff. Alright, so we're done with Darnassus. We are stuck holding all of this ore. We can smelt it, which at least helps us reduce some things, but I can't believe they don't even have anvil in the city. Maybe we'll find one somewhere. I truly don't know. Which means there's a large chance we're not going to even find ore as we run around this zone. Maybe. Tell you what, there won't be any competition for it. Alright, so now we have to run through this zone and into the starting area where we'll probably call it, even though this will make this episode a pinch shorter than normal, but it's a kind of a transition episode, and now that I think on it more, I don't want to I'd rather start fresh tomorrow with the new zone. But this is, I don't hate this zone. I don't love it. I don't love the forest zones. I don't hate the forest zones. I like what they do. The color schemes are cool. The differences in elevation are neat. Here's a skinner, so you have to come way over here if you want to do skinning and maybe leatherworking. But kind of if you're working your way out, like if that's your desire, I think you could probably deal with some in the city proper, but they also have that weird station right there for skinning. I don't know. But I do know that I believe skinning and leatherworking, this is the like mecca. So you have to bring your higher level leatherworkers here if you want to advance them. Because when my wife and I play, she's a leatherworker on our alliance character, and we have to every now and then we have to bring ourselves out here. It's kind of annoying because it's not very often that there's like a nice organic reason to come out to Darnassus. But yeah, so there were no weapons we could train. We can't work on any of our main two professions here. So the only thing we're going to be able to spend this extra gold on is, I guess, continued. We're maxed out for fishing because Booty Bay is the only fishing thing we could take it. So cooking, and I guess first aid, and even those two things have some ceilings. Look, there's a quest right there, Road to Darnassus. We will. Not gonna pick it up, but they're going to fight. Oh, it's a Furbolg. Should we help them? Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna help. I'm coming to help. Get off these people. These are my friends now. I help the Night Elves. I'm not getting any XP for this, but we did it, guys.
Warriors of the Night, assemble!
Yes, I'm a warrior of the night now. Can I have one of those cool tigers? No? Alright, fine. I'll take that tiny one back over there. I could ride this guy. Let me just... Yeah, I'm gonna walk with them. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. It'll take forever. I mean, I'm basically part of the posse now. I am a pretty awesome female warrior, just like they are. Alright, so here's our tiny little town. Well, I guess it's not that tiny, but... This is... When I played retail, when I finally got back into this, like, I don't know, 6 or so years ago, because I took a hiatus for a while. I basically took off the Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Dolinar is what it's called. Warlords of Draenor. And Legion. I basically took those 3 expansions off, so I took a good 6-year break from the game. I was into it with Classic. I just didn't have the money or resources to play it on I would just play it whenever I could. Loved Burning Crusade. And that was when I really that's when I transitioned. I used to play a lot with my friends, and then toward the end of the Burning Crusade cycle, I finally, you know, was able to get myself a computer and was able to play regularly. Played the heck out of the entire cycle of Wrath of the Lich King. Loved it. Then Cataclysm came out, and I quickly fell out of love with it. I tried to pick it up once or twice during the course of Cataclysm, but my life was so hectic and chaotic. And then when Mists of Pandaria came out, in hindsight, I love that expansion, but at the time, because I wasn't into the lore of the whole pandas and everything, I thought it was such a dumb idea, and it's actually really cool. And then Warlords of Draenor was panned, and it didn't sound cool to me. And the Legion started to sound cool, but also, yeah, it wasn't really... So I was perking back up. Started to want to get back into it, and then so when BFA came around, that's when I jumped back in. So And then I've been playing religiously since BFA came out. So BFA, Shadowlands, Dragonflight, all of those expansions I've played through. Alright, so this is our baby new little land that we will be exploring. So it'll be the second land, our 4th total zone on our walkthrough. Not as fast as I would like to go. So let's find out where there's no... Remember, there are no... whatchamacallits? Rest XP zones. So Woodland Protector, the Balance of Nature. Those are the 2 that we need to begin with. Woodland Protector. So we can actually get the first original quest with this guy. And we can get Balance of Nature, but we can't get the original Balance of Nature. So Balance of Nature 1 is actually the original quest. And it sends you, I think it's a little mini breadcrumb that sends you over there, but we can pick up the second one. Alright, so this is where we will log. We have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. I appreciate you guys for taking this journey with me, and we will start Teldrassil on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Peace out.